Commencing transmission. Engaging scramblers. Proxy chain initialized. And now, live from his hidden base at the Earth's core, the future ruler of Earth, Doomcock.
Greetings, my friends. I am Dictor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, and I am here today with glad tidings, my friends. Very glad tidings indeed. As you know, I have been extremely angry about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars simply for doing his job. Chris Rock is a professional comedian, and he was there in that capacity on the Oscars stage doing his job as a comedian and joking around, puncturing the pretentiousness and deflating the egos of the Hollywood glitterati as per his job. And unfortunately, Will Smith did not like what Chris Rock had to say about his wife, whose hairstyle, shall we say, is follically challenged, and he got up there on the stage and he slapped down Chris Rock at a time when comedians the world over are being silenced by woke crowds, being stifled, being trampled on, being slammed and canceled right and left simply for doing their job and exercising their free speech as Americans. Will Smith takes it upon himself to stand up in the best oppressive fascist tradition of oppressors around the world and slap down a guy simply for words. That made me sick. That made me furious beyond belief. And I was extremely angry at subsequent reports that said that he was asked to leave the Oscars. He was asked to leave the fucking Oscars, and yet he did not. He did not leave the Oscars, which made me furious. It's like you don't ask somebody to leave your house when they take a big dump on the middle of your floor. You don't ask them to leave the house when they set a fire in the kitchen. You fucking make them leave. You call the police if you yourself cannot make them leave personally, but either way, their asses gotta get out of the building with the pooped on carpet and the flaming kitchen. Well, my friends, today I bring you glad tidings because there is at least a modicum of justice in the world. Thank God for that. This is not a rumor. This is confirmed. This is on all the major news sites, including Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, all of them. This is confirmed, my friends. This is not a rumor, and I am delighted about this. I could not be more delighted. CNN says actor Will Smith banned from attending the Oscars for 10 years.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He thought he got away with it, didn't he, Doomcock? He thought, hey, I'm Will Smith. I'm Mr. Big Shot. I've got this diamond, clip tie thingy on my tie and sparkles on my lapel, and I think that my shit doesn't stink because I'm an Oscar nominee for Best Actor. Well, it turns out his shit does stink, and the Oscar no longer wants a waft of it up their nose. Golden nose, but nose nonetheless.
Yes, Harvey, it appears that justice has caught up with actor Will Smith. He has been, according to CNN, banned from attending Oscars for 10 years. And CNN says, quote, Will Smith will not be allowed to attend the Academy Awards for the next 10 years as a result of his slapping comedian Chris Rock on stage during this year's Oscars ceremony, the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences announced in a statement obtained by CNN. Quote, the board has decided for a period of 10 years from April 8th, 2022, Mr. Smith shall not be permitted to attend any Academy events or programs in person or virtually, including but not limited to the Academy Awards, unquote, Academy President David Rubin and CEO Don Hudson said in a statement on Friday. The decision was made during a Board of Governors meeting held earlier in the day in Los Angeles. The meeting, initially scheduled for April 18th, was expedited after Smith announced his resignation from the Academy last week. Smith issued a quick, concise statement on his ban from the Oscars for the next decade. "I accept and respect the Academy's decision," the actor said in a statement to CNN. CNN has reached out to Rock's representatives for comment.
Well, I don't know. Maybe at this point, Will Smith is going to have to change his name to Won't Smith, because he certainly won't be at the Oscars.
Won't Smith, as he is now known, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag Won't Smith. This is wonderful news. I mean, it was disgusting to me, and I've said it many times before. But, there are those who have said in response to me, and I respect other people's opinions, but let me just go ahead and give my view on this. They were saying, well, if somebody insulted a medical condition of my wife, then I would have done the same thing. Well, look, there's a big difference between being a professional comedian and a professional actor at a professional world televised event and doing that, and being a guy in a bar and another guy in a bar insults your wife. Those are two entirely different things. In a bar, the guy that insults your wife may be building up to some other greater transgressions. He's getting in your face. He's not only insulting your wife, he's also insulting your ability to defend your wife. He could be just a drunken lout. He could be a loudmouth. He could be a serial killer for all you know. He could be drunk. Who knows? But you've got to deal with that situation differently than in a professional setting with a professional comedian who you should understand. This is not your first rodeo, Won't Smith. This is not your first time up at bat. You've been to these things and you've been in the business for a long time, and you know that guys like Ricky Gervais, Chris Rock, they are all there in their capacity as professional comedians to deflate your ego, to go ahead and smack down the hypocrisy and pomposity of Hollywood with the rhetorical weapons in their arsenal, which always include mere words. Words. That is to be expected. It is what Chris Rock was hired to do, and you are revealing yourself to be a poor sport, a thin-skinned weakling, and a punk to go up there and slam a guy who is just trying to bring his paycheck home and deliver the goods that he was hired to deliver. It makes me absolutely sick, in general, to have a comedian silenced. The comedians in this time of woke terror have been consistently on the front lines of free speech, folks. And so look at Dave Chappelle. Look at Bill Burr. Look at these people that go ahead and deflate the narrative. They go against the grain. They say the thing that other people are thinking but are too afraid to say, and they say it with wit and style. Comedians are at the front lines of free speech, and if you are an American, if you believe in the Constitution, if you believe in free speech, then you do not support anyone, including an overinflated asshole, a privileged piece of Hollywood scum like Won't Smith, getting up and silencing a comedian in a time when being a comedian is an act of courage, when being a comedian is taking a principled stand against all this woke nonsense. This is important, folks. This is really, really important, and I am delighted that at least Won't Smith has been banned from the Oscars for the next decade.
I don't know, man. The Oscars suck, and they're kind of an ordeal for all the audience out there. It's probably an ordeal for all the people in the audience as well. I don't know if being banned from the Oscars for 10 years is a punishment or a reward.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I mean, being banned for 10 years might actually be more of a vacation than a punishment. But the Academy says the decision came following tons of debate on what the consequences of his onstage slap should be. A board member tells CNN The Academy's letter added, "The 94th Oscars were meant to be a celebration of the many individuals in our community who did incredible work this past year. However, those moments were overshadowed by the unacceptable and harmful behavior we saw Mr. Smith exhibit on stage. During our telecast, we did not adequately address the situation in the room."
Yeah, boy, that's an understatement.
Yeah, no shit. "For this, we are sorry. This was an opportunity for us to set an example for our guests, viewers, and our Academy family around the world, and we fell short, unprepared for the unprecedented."
Well, you know, they had a chance to step up. They had a chance to do the right thing, and, you know, they're doing it too late, but at least they're doing it.
Yeah, at least they're doing it. I mean, the idea that this clown should not only walk away without consequences, but walk away with a fucking Oscar tucked under his smug arm, it makes me sick. Probably the same arm that he used to slap Chris Rock.
Now, again, you know, there are some who say it was fake.
Well, I don't think that if it was fake, I think we can put that to bed at this point. Because if it was fake, the Academy would not have banned him for 10 years. And he would not have, you know, done the apology, resigned from the Academy, and so on and so forth. I mean, that's an extreme level to take a prank. I think that this was real. I think that, you know, Won't Smith is simply kind of a wimp. And he slapped in a wimpy way. And, you know, I mean, you could take that as fake, or you could just take that as not having a whole lot of, you know, pep in your pencil. You know what I mean?
Well, regardless, he is Won't Smith. He won't be back at the Oscars anytime soon. He won't be winning any more Oscars in the foreseeable future. And we won't be talking about him much in the future.
At least in the world today, some modicum of justice has prevailed. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry. Ha 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 ha